Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm so happy that you're here with me tonight. And before I say anything else, I want to take a deep breath. Oops, with all of you. Hold on. Hold on. Okay. I want to take a deep breath with all of you so we can all land here fully and completely. And I just wanted to relax through the rest of the class. And I know a lot of you here are on resting and receiving mode. So just feel free to share beautiful energies and just receive. All right. So deep breath together. Inhale slowly, fully, completely. And deeply. Whenever you're ready, exhale, let it all out. Release all tension. One more time. Inhale. Take a deep breath in. Soak in as much love and light as you're able. Your biggest, deepest, fullest breath today. And exhale. Release. And just keep on inhaling and exhaling slowly and deeply like this throughout the rest of the class. Tonight is our second to the last session together, and graduation is next Friday, May 1, 2026. And I just wanted to know and understand and reflect on how far you've come. Look at you now. Look at who you were when you first signed up for this program or enrolled in our coaching, spiritual awakening program together, in our coaching and mentoring together. And look who is here right now. I'm sure you've um, shifted a lot. I'm sure you've released a lot, and your face is more glowing now. I also can witness it right in front of my eyes how your aura is now glowing and you're an entirely different person and you've grown. You've definitely transmuted a lot, shifted, and now you're ready. And here I am once again, fully present and giving you positive reinforcements. And of course, a little sleepy as always. But I'm really so deeply grateful. And as always, before we begin, feel free to share any or all of your thoughts and insights to the class, to the group, to our intimate circle. What is a win you want to celebrate this week? What has been your greatest lesson this week? What is your intention for today? What is something that you want to be blessed today? Maybe you can also share not just the wins, but the struggles, or in what ways are you still resisting? In what ways are you growing? In what ways are you shifting into highest consciousness? So take a moment. You can type in the chat. You can simply reflect. You can share with me privately on our WhatsApp message thread, and let us witness each other here. And I really appreciate you for showing up. This empowers me to show up. Imagine me showing up with no one there. So I show up even if there's one or two in the room. But now I really appreciate everyone who's here, especially those who are multitasking. A lot of you here are multitasking, and I know some of you are traveling. Aliyah is in La Union, Althea is in La Union. Um, of course, we have Taz from Davao. Patty's also in La Union. And Harda from Malaysia. Liana, my love, is here. And Dee is in Taiwan. So um, I love the energies that you're bringing in the circle. So thank you so much for being here. Let us keep on celebrating each other here, and let us keep on witnessing each other here. And I really want you to pause and feel and acknowledge how far you've come. A lot of you have been sending me your before and after pictures. I love it whenever you share that. And I mean, it shows energies don't lie. Energies always tell the truth, not just in your heart, your soul, in your physical aura. It shows how much you've shifted and have grown. And a lot of you here have been attracting international clients as well. So to those of you who have attracted international clients, let's bless the others so that everyone here in the circle will attract more international clients. And tonight is very, very special because this is the second to the last session for this this spiritual life coaching certification training program. So yeah, I just want you to acknowledge and feel how far you've come. I know Isa's tuning in via YouTube, so hello, hello, hello there, my love, and sending you all my love as well. And um, here you are in the circle. You're sharing your truth, you're sharing your divine wisdom, and your beautiful energy in a room full of like-hearted souls who are on the same path. And this kind of community, this kind of sacred space, this is the same kind of space and community you're going to hold for your own clients one day. And actually, most of you here, right now, are actually already doing that now. You're already doing this now. You have your own clients, you have your own community to nurture, and you're holding space for others, a space where we celebrate each other's wins, a space where we honor our lessons, a space where you understand that no one has to grow alone, no one has to be alone in this journey. And I know that you also feel connected to your promised people. Uh, I love how some of you here have experienced your first ever paying client with me while working with me. Like I remember and like charging for your service. I remember when Sophia received like really compensation for her sound healing meditation classes, and we celebrated. And you know, it's not about the money, it's about opening up that opportunity portal that yes, you can be greatly rewarded for your gifts, for your work, for your light work. And you know this. You know that this is your purpose. You're here to hold safe space for your promised people. And today's teaching is all about this: energetic selling and marketing. How do you really allow yourself to be greatly rewarded for your light work? And before we dive deep into tonight's teachings, I want to um, just briefly share. I want you to, I just want you to carry with you through this entire session tonight that just by being here, just by plugging in this circle, you're being activated. You're opening an opportunity portal. This whole module is an activation. I was connecting to our spirit guides, the guardian angels, to be with us in this module because this is a very powerful module. Um, a lot of us have been experiencing ups and downs lately. And so I am here to hold you energetically. And every word that I say tonight is encoded. Every concept, every mantra, every channel divine wisdom, every teaching is operating under the law of entrainment. And that is the principle: when two frequencies come into contact, the lower frequency rises to meet the higher one. So just by being here in this space, we're all spiritual beings here. And maybe I am the highest frequency in the room. Maybe one of you is, whoever that is. We are being entrained, we are being lifted up to the highest frequency in the room. And just by listening to the sound of my voice, just by reading the words in the presentation slides, just by staying present, just by being open to receive and share beautiful energies. Your energy is recalibrating, your nervous system is relaxing, your mindset is being reprogrammed with every word that I say. And tonight, your beliefs about self-promotion, about energetic selling, about marketing, about your worthiness to be seen and get paid abundantly, get rewarded for your unique divine soul gifts. They're shifting right now as I do my own inner work, as I do my own shifting. And you do not have to do anything except stay open. Your heart fully open. Again, take what resonates, leave what doesn't, and just simply receive. And again, the power of words is real. Every word we speak and think and feel, every single word, every thought, every belief, every feeling either contracts us or expands us. There's no in between. And so tonight we choose expansion. We choose to rise. All right. So are you ready? Are you ready for Module 7? Give me some yeses or emojis if you're ready, and let us go and dive in. Yay. Amazing, amazing. Thank you for those lovely, lovely emojis. All right. Module 7, Module 7. Whew. Welcome to Module 7 of our Life Coaching Certification Training Program. Tonight, we go into energetic selling and marketing, launching and growing your coaching business, public speaking, networking, and education-based marketing, your website, social media page, client acquisition and expansion, attracting and finding the right clients with joy, grace, ease, and flow. And again, this is our second to the last session. Graduation is next Friday. This is Module 7. And we will go deeper to those who enrolled in the Successful Soulful CEO VIP Mastermind on all of this. This is the entire content, or most of our modules in the Soulful CEO VIP program. It's all about really attracting more abundance as a CEO, as a leader, as an entrepreneur, as a successful entrepreneur. So we will expand all of these teachings in that program. So for now, in this intensive training program, you receive again 3 globally accredited certificates. Again, this is next week. Our graduation is next week. So all you have to do is be present and send me a self-reflective essay of everything that you have learned, or even just a key takeaway from the course, and you will receive the certificates, globally accredited certification. So Spiritual Laws of the Universe and Neuro-Linguistic Programming. And the highest vision for this course has always been to catalyze your personal growth and evolution, upgrade your life by breaking upper limits, and elevate your existence by being your most authentic self, while helping improve the lives of your promised people. Fully embody your divine soul purpose and get paid well by monetizing your life experience and wisdom as you guide others in their transformation journey. And love what you do and build a soul-fulfilling career, supporting people to realize their highest vision and unleash their fullest potential. And we have completed modules 1 to 6, and you can always access our online course portal for lifetime access to the replay and all the presentation slides. And we started with setting intentions on your highest vision. We moved to the introduction to life coaching and finding the coach within you. We explored the coach and coachee roles and the mission we carry as coaches. We went deep into the brain and human potential, into mind setting, goal achievement, and manifestation. And we studied and understood emotional intelligence and self-awareness, and how it's very, very important in coaching. We open up the laws of attraction, science of happiness, positive psychology, law of assumption, and law of allowing as well. We rewired our brains with neurolinguistic programming. It's an entire module on NLP, neurolinguistic programming. We discovered the soul purpose formula, our passion, our meaning, life's meaning, and unique ability, our unique divine soul gifts. Then we worked on our self-esteem formula, self-worth, plus core confidence. We learn how to conduct discovery calls, how to coach with presence and your skills, how to manage our energy as practitioners, as spiritual light workers, and how to hold the highest principles and ethics of life coaching. And then last week in Module 6, we processed and we learned and we upgraded our consciousness in our personal and spiritual branding. We discovered our niche, our ideal soulmate client, and our transformational message. And tonight, in Module 7, we bring the message all the way out into the world through energetic selling and marketing. And next week in Module 8, our final session, we integrate everything. It's all about integration, recalibration, energetic alignment, and working with the laws of the universe. Practical strategies for overcoming setbacks and building an inspired action plan. For me, whatever setback there is, whether I'm feeling low or there's a challenge, there's a difficulty, I show up. And I guess that's why also I'm being rewarded in the present year that I'm doing this. Actually, since last year, I feel like I've been greatly rewarded because the universe rewards integrity and commitment. When you're committed to something, that something will be committed back to you. You cannot be halfway in and halfway out, because if you're not fully in, the universe will also not be fully in towards you. There will be confusion. If you're a bit hesitant, then that's also what you're going to attract. You attract what you are, you attract your energy. And yeah, so next week it's all about integration and recalibration and aligning with the laws of the universe. And of course, we will celebrate. It's your graduation day. And so, full circle moment next week, and it's almost complete. And I'm so proud of every single one of you. Actually, you can complete the course just by watching the module 8 last year. But yeah, it's also good to be showing up live, and all the recorded videos are there for you for life, forever, lifetime. And so I want to start with this because it is the most important thing I can say to you tonight about building your coaching business. Show up, be visible, and be consistent in your nurture emails, on your social media, in your community, on your stories, in your WhatsApp or FB or Instagram groups. I started with nurture emails, consistent nurture emails. And then now I'm more consistent on WhatsApp. I diverted. I realized that most of my promise people um are they're more active on WhatsApp and my IG stories and YouTube as well. So in your YouTube live events, I don't always go live on YouTube, just when I'm feeling called. And now I'm gonna go back to recorded videos. I used to do a lot of recorded videos. There was a time I was posting 3 times a day. I'm telling you, like 3 times a day. And I had this social media content calendar. I did that for like more than 3 months. And that's how some institutions, companies, um, big groups, like I'm burping, like Karma Yoga Dubai, Sharjah Media City, Illuminations, Abu Dhabi, how they found me. It's through Instagram, my recorded videos on Instagram. They don't like it, they just found me. So, in your posts on Instagram, on YouTube, your carousels, your DMs, you gotta be visible and consistent. So the question here is, are you ready to go pro? Are you ready to dream bigger? And I just want to clarify that going pro does not mean being perfect. Going pro means showing up even when you do not really feel like it. Going pro means allowing yourself to be seen before you feel completely ready, because you have a gift. It's not random that you have this gift that you're here in this world to share. And actually, the coaches who build thriving businesses are not the most outspoken or the most brilliant or not even the most talented ones in the room. They're the most consistent ones and persistent ones, the ones who build momentum. And just read the chat. Oh, thank you for your responses. My win is not settling for less anymore. I love that. Thank you for sharing. My lesson learned this week is not to help someone who pretending to be my friend and speak bad about me to others. Oh, that's a good lesson. My intention is to improve myself daily in a daily basis. Blessing today for all the beautiful souls to be successful. Empower everyone and a lot of joy. Resisting and getting my landing page done. All right, I'm blessing you to really get yourself to focus, my dear. I'm reading more. Growing by understanding, slowly, not to rush, and everything comes in divine timing and blessing. I love this. Yes. One step at a time, like what we were talking about the other day. I was at yesterday, yeah. One step at a time, right? One step at a time, my dear. Thank you for sharing. Really grateful whenever you share these. Yes, and to the others, if you're feeling called to share, let me know. Oh, let me just. Thank you, dear Aleli, for your support and guidance. Thank you also, my dear Hardek. Thank you, my love. And I will always bless you. Always, always bless you, my love. Thank you, my dear Hardek. Oh, Liana, my win is doing a speaking engagement today at elementary school's graduation. Yay! Congratulations! So good. Congratulations! You did it! I remember when you told me about it. I remember, Liana, when you told me that you were invited and you have been, of course, calling it in, manifesting it, and then now it happened. I love it. Made me feel visible again in person after doing work from home since 2020. Ooh, good insight. Yeah, definitely. Right? Did it in person. Oh my God. Wow. So amazing. Thank you so much for celebrating this. And to those who want to share, let me know. Let us celebrate your wins here. To those who are also on YouTube, feel free to share. Some of you choose to connect on YouTube. I know D is also connecting, and Isa. All right, so just feel free to share throughout the whole class. Just take it easy. This is an easy breezy module together. Let me just take a picture of myself. All right. I just checked the chat and let's continue. Just feel free to share, all right? Okay, before this, I want to talk about how to build momentum and how to really go pro. The mindset shift here is visibility is a form of service. Every time you show up, every time you give value, every time you shine your light, you're giving someone who needs you the chance to find you. Every time you stay quiet, you are withholding that gift. And you gotta release that fear of visibility, because your talent, your gift, without visibility is nothing. Your gifts cannot help anyone if nobody knows those gifts exist. All right, let me just repeat what I just said. Your gifts cannot and will not help anyone if they do not know that your gifts exist. So your talent, your gift is nothing without visibility. People has to know that. They have to know that your promised people should be informed and educated about your gifts. They have to know you, like you, and trust you. And you got to build momentum in doing this. That's why I have always been telling you to be consistent. I've been here in this business officially and professionally since I started during the pandemic, or just before the pandemic. I received my first $20 November 2019, just before the pandemic. And before that, I was doing this only as a hobby, as a passion. And I was just sharing my light and my magic for free from 2012 to 2019. That's a long time. I'm telling you, I don't want it to be delayed like that. Because at that time, these things are not as accepted as it is now. Well, it's still uh, a bit woo-woo, and I mean, still frowned upon by some groups, but before it was just like really almost non-existent. Like everyone will be like, what? What is Reiki? Like it was not accepted. And you'll be you'll be considered as crazy for doing all this. And from 2012 to 2019, I was doing other lines of work, other fields. And I just started this coaching business when I opened up my heart and my hands to receiving abundance exchange for my light work. And it was at first just a spark, a possibility, a dream. Like, what if? What if this can be my work? What if this can be my job? What if I don't have to work tirelessly, exhaustingly, endlessly as a slave for others in the corporate world? It started as a dream, and I allowed myself to dream bigger and bigger. And that's why I want for you to listen to this and let it land. That's why I was inviting you to come here in this module, so that you will be inspired by my story as well. I allowed myself to dream bigger. I allowed myself to believe that, yes, I can have a spiritual coaching business. Took a long time for me, 2012 to 2019. Nobody was really encouraging me to do it until I found my Reiki master teacher, who helped me believe in myself and to really know and understand that I'm worthy and that I'm deserving to be compensated for my gifts. I actually asked my master energy healer, my Reiki master teacher, for one-on-one mentoring. I asked for it. At that time, she wasn't promoting it. I asked, is it okay And then we arrived at an abundance. She came up with a proposal on how would it work. But at that time, she was focused on group coaching. But at that time, I really wanted someone to help me, support me in this journey. But even at that time, um, everyone else believed that the way to do it is by hourly firefighting sessions. It's just later on that I realized, oh my goodness, I can actually come up with a program, a valuable program. And yeah, so I just allow myself to dream bigger and bigger and expand, and to really know and understand that I'm deserving to be compensated for my gifts. And I realized that if you're not earning money, it's not a business. It's just another hobby, another thing to do. So, of course, we want this to be a business for you, a prolific, a successful business for you. We want for you to be successful in all ways and forms. And your talent without visibility is nothing. Your gifts cannot help anyone if nobody knows that those gifts exist. And you gotta also be very mindful. Like, you just don't share just to share your, I know you're beautiful and you're sexy, but you don't just share content just to share how beautiful and sexy you are. You gotta share content to give value and to invite them. You gotta have a CTA, like call to action. What's next? Download your free guide, book a discovery call session with you, join your free WhatsApp or Facebook group, your email list. Like, there has to be an offering after, right? And we do this, of course, by planning, by um knowing what is the best value that you can give to the world. And of course, you start by visibility. If you're not yet ready to sell your coaching program, especially me from 2012 to 2019, I wasn't ready. And that's all right. So, starting with visibility is a good first step. And then when you're ready, then that's when you add the CTA, the call to action. And every time you show up, you're giving someone who needs you the chance to find you, to know you, to like you, to trust you. Every time you stay quiet, you're withholding that gift. So think about the coach or the teacher or the mentor who changed your life. Imagine if they had stayed quiet. Imagine if I stayed quiet. Imagine if I decided to wait and wait until I'm perfect, until I'm fully ready, until I have the $100,000 and more that I'm manifesting, or, the perfect life. You would never have found me. You would still be searching, or um, you would still be stuck, or you would not have shifted or upgraded or up leveled as you are now. And I want you to understand that your people are searching for you right now. So it's your responsibility, since this is your sole purpose, this is your responsibility to show up for your promised people. It is also your responsibility to be abundant. It is your responsibility to allow yourself to receive abundance and abundance exchange for your great work. Why? Because your great work requires great resources. And imagine if all the money in the world are in the hands of people like us. Imagine, imagine a world, what kind of world would that be? If all the money in the world are in our hands, not the abusers, not the I don't want to name other names, but not the corrupt people. But imagine if the spiritual light workers like us who genuinely want to give and share and build beautiful things for the world are abundant. And it is your responsibility to show up. It's your responsibility to be abundant and inspire other people to be successful as you are successful. So in my life, I was scared to be responsible. That's my number one block. Like, I don't want to be responsible for my own career, for my own money, for my own life. An affirmation that I want you to say right now or feel right now out loud or in your heart is, I'm ready to be seen. I'm ready to be seen. I'm safe to be visible. I'm safe to be visible. The world needs what I have. The world needs what I have. I have unique divine soul gifts that the world needs that I uniquely have to offer. I have unique divine soul gifts that the world needs that I uniquely have to offer. It's only you who can offer this. I'm telling you, it's only you who can offer this. Not me. Not your favorite celebrity. There's so many things that only you can offer. All right. So if you can understand, oh, thank you for your hearts. Thank you, my loves. um, I want you to really understand. And that's why I would love for you to be here in this moment, to be activated and understand and realize how gifted you are. All right. I was actually talking to Dee. Dee has been visiting me. I super appreciate it because we live so near each other, and she's like, Denise, Dee, your classmate. She's in Taiwan right now. Her first international retreat this year, holistic retreat. Um, and she's like, I manifested it that you come home, that we live near each other. And yeah, we were talking about her gifts and like her gifts of connecting people. That's a gift that she can offer the world, maybe more than I can, you know? You have gifts that you uniquely have to offer. And we had a whole module about that. So yes, that's the bottom line of everything, why you should be visible, right? So as much as possible, collect your clients' contact details. I tell this to you all the time when you go on bazaars, when you conduct a free webinar or masterclass. Email, cell phone number, WhatsApp number. This is the lifeblood of your business. You do not own your social media following. Instagram can go down. Facebook can change its algorithm, but your email list, your contact list, it's yours forever. This is the lifeblood of your business. You do not own your social media platforms, but you always own your list. And it is time to build your list and nurture your community. The universe is reminding you this through me today. The universe is reminding you through me today to build your list and nurture your community. And you can do this through lead magnets. A lead magnet is something valuable you offer for free in exchange for someone's contact details. It could be a free guide, a free meditation, a free mini class, a free worksheet, a free article reading, a free video, a free activation, live transmission. And it should give value and solve one small specific problem for your ideal client and give them a taste of the transformation you offer. And for example, if you're a mindset coach or abundance coach, your lead magnet could be a free PDF called 5 Limiting Beliefs That Are Blocking Your Abundance and How to Shift Them. Or if you're a Reiki healer, it could be a free 10-minute guided energy clearing meditation. If you are a life coach for women in transition and finding their soul purpose, it could be a free journaling guide called 7 Questions to Discover Your Soul Purpose. My primary, I have a lot of lead magnet, but my primary one is you and your highest vision. Make it valuable, make it feel good, offer it as a gift. Educational content adds massive value. Every time you teach something useful, every time you share an insight that makes someone's day a little brighter or their mind becomes a little clearer, you're building the know, like, and trust factor that eventually becomes a client relationship. Position yourself as the expert. Share your knowledge and your wisdom generously. Share your journey honestly. Share your process transparently. And do not gatekeep. Do not gatekeep. The people who follow you are looking for advice and guidance. They're looking for someone they trust to guide them. Be that person by showing up and giving real value consistently and courageously and confidently. Now, finding and attracting your ideal clients or letting them find you. One of the most freeing and liberating reframes I can offer you tonight is that you do not always have to go looking for your clients. Sometimes the most powerful thing you can do is become so clearly and authentically yourself that the right clients cannot help but find you. I was talking to Sophia about this the other day and how um people on YouTube would just find her or TikTok, and all she has to do is put her PayPal information there, offer her love and service, uh, or a low ticket offering. It doesn't have to be always free. It can be a low ticket offering. Like for example, for me, I was guided to do a Starseed activation masterclass for just $7. And that's how I met some of you. I mean, that's how I met Althea and Aliyah and uh I believe Christine was there and Andrea was there. Yeah, so and Ali was there. Angela was there as well. So you can be guided to offer something for free or something low ticket. And again, you can do outsource or outbound or inbound. And so there are two approaches in your business, and both work. And I do both. So you can actively go out and find your clients through outreach, through networking, through discovery calls, inviting them to hop on a call with you, and inviting them through to a free masterclass or live transmission or any event. But that really entails you to be visible, release your visibility fears. So really invite them to an event or to a one-on-one call. Or you can set up your presence so magnetically and so authentically that clients are drawn to you through your content, your energy, your community, and your reputation, and also through word of mouth and referrals. And the best strategy is always both, not just one, both outbound and inbound. I also believe that the more outflow, the more inflow. That is the law of the universe. So you give value, you show up consistently and courageously and confidently and generously, and you speak directly to the person you most want to serve. And that person that you most want to serve is you a few years ago or a few months ago if you've grown that fast. That person you want to serve is most probably you. Like I see myself in all of you who are present in this room, to all of you who are enrolled in this course. Hardev, Patty, Leana, Aliyah, Taz, Althea, Dee, Ali, Yvette, Christine, Isa, uh, and to all the others, Sophia, and to all the others who are enrolled. Apologies if I missed some names, but I see myself in all of you. I was you a few years ago, and I want you to, when you show up, talk directly to the person you most want to serve. You tell your story with vulnerability. You make your offer so clear and be so unapologetically you. and you trust that the right people are being guided toward you. And again, um under the law of attraction, the law of vibration, under the principle of quantum entanglement, guess what? Your soulmate clients are not separate from you. You're already connected to them. Right now, you're connected to your soulmate clients more intimately than your logical mind can understand, more intimately, more closely than your logical mind can comprehend. I was connected to each and every one of you before we jumped on this Zoom call. The work is simply to consistently show up and to become the clearest, most authentic, most aligned version of yourself so that the connection can be felt in the most authentic, most aligned way. All right. I hope that's clear. I hope that I'm making sense here. And do you believe that you're already connected to your promised people? I want you to make that commitment to yourself, that you just know and understand that you have your promised people. All of you here in this room, you've already have attracted clients. Yes, that's true. All you have to do is keep believing and attracting more. All right. And again, if you're willing to share in the chat, um, some of you here have shared already your wins, your lessons learned. In what ways are you resisting, or in what ways are you growing and expanding into highest consciousness? What is your intention today? What is a blessing that you want to share, or what do you want to be blessed? Feel free to share in the chat. And again, if you just want to receive, feel free to do that as well. And congratulations again to all of you who have attracted your international clients and also your speaking engagements. All right. All right. Perfect. Now let's continue. Clients are everywhere. When you open your mind, you begin to see potential clients sitting next to you, even on airplanes, at the mall, at the gym, at a party, on the train, even at a course like this one. I had clients that I attracted from my um, Reiki Master course. So they're my classmates. We had the same teacher. I had also had classmates from my Soulmate Magnet program with another teacher. I also had clients from another life coaching certification program who enrolled in my own certification coaching program. Like Yvette. Yvette is my classmate. She's from Australia. We both joined Luke Hawkins life coaching certification training program. And then she enrolled in this course, and she was part of the previous batch. She's from Melbourne, Australia. So you can have classmates as potential clients. Even your teachers, mentors can be your clients. I believe in like supporting my own students. Like I buy your products. A lot of you here have been like giving abundance exchange for your products. I also believe in collaborations, not just your products, your services. So when you open your mind, you'll find that clients are everywhere. So the question is, how can you make this more fun, easier, and more profitable? To be a successful coach or wellness practitioner, you need to know how to both leverage the clients that come your way and create new ones anytime you want. Always be looking to fill your wait list of clients. This is something that I'm working on because I feel like when I am full with clients, I stop. But honestly, we have to be always open for new clients to fill in our list, our wait list. And yeah, consider everything about your life right now. Your social media followers, the friend who messages you every time she's struggling because she knows you always help her feel better. The classmate, the woman you always see at yoga class. The colleague who keeps saying she wants to change careers and she needs help. The person in your community group who asks questions all the time and wanna seek clarity from all the thoughtful questions that she asks. These are all your potential clients. They're already in your life. You just have to formally invite them into your work. So you have a lot of clients, a lot of potential clients. They're already in your space. You just have not formally invited them yet into your work. And the thing about making offers is most coaches are afraid to make an offer because they're afraid of rejection. And I was one of them. I was so afraid of rejection. Until now, I still have that. But what if instead of thinking of it as selling, you thought of it as inviting to your party? And you're not pressuring anyone here. You're offering your loving service by extending an invitation. And they can say yes, or they can say not yet. Either way, you have opened a door, you have opened an opportunity portal, and that's what's important. And well, actually, it's true that the worst that could happen is that when you make an offer or an invitation, someone can say no or can back out. Yes, it hurts so deep. And I've experienced this so many times. Not so many times. Sometimes, like 10, 20% of all those, out of all those that I've served, there will be times when, someone will pause, back out, or the husband will not agree, or they'll feel like overwhelmed, or they I have someone who actually told me I'm chickening out, like she was very aware of it, or like feeling so overwhelmed with showing up in social media. So these things happen, or someone would say no, or someone would say not yet. But then again, if you never make an offer, the answer would always be no by default because you never make an offer. So gotta do it for the chance of a yes. And I have a coach who actually told me how he would reframe in his mind a no, that every no is getting him closer to the next yes. And I was like, whoa, that was such a powerful reframe. Because that coach of mine, he only offers high ticket programs. Like for me, I have extended installment options, right? For him, no extended installment. Maybe the most affordable installment that he can do was $500 for like a year, like that. But then nothing less than that. So of course there will be rejection, but then his mindset was always like rejection in terms of money, in terms of money issues, but his mindset is every no is getting me closer to the next yes. And I was like, wow, that was so powerful. So if you don't offer, the answer would always be a no. Right? And the key is to reframe everything and always lead with love, always lead with service. The soul would not really be hurt with all the rejection. if you're sincerely, genuinely offering everything you have to offer from a place of love, from a place of giving value. Like for me, everything I offer is coming from a place of love, always from a place of I want to give value. I want you to win. I want you to earn. I want you to be rewarded. I want you to expand everything that I offer. I don't ever offer anything that is not a win-win. So if you're coming from that place, then if it's a no, then you won't be hurt because you know deep inside you that you're offering from a place of love. So why will you be hurt, right? It's the ego. It's the ego that doesn't want to be um rejected or is always seeking for affirmation and validation from outside yeses that will be hurt in the process. Oh, let's read it. Ooh. D said, bless our flow retreats Taiwan as it started to it today until April 28th. Congratulations. And thank you for being here, my love. Thank you. Imagine Taiwan chapter. Oh my goodness, girl. I love this so much. I love all your sharings. Yes, keep them coming, all the wins. Thank you for sharing, Hardel, Leanna, D. Keep on sharing, everyone. And if you just want to reflect and send me a message on WhatsApp, that's also perfectly all right. All right. Just checking if I have private messages. All right. Okay, just take a picture. Yay. All right, so let's continue. I love celebrating your wins, so just keep them coming. And also, if you have anything that you want to transmute or shift, process, release, I'm also here to help you with the not so good experiences. And I'm here to celebrate you with all your victories as well. So, always lead with service. You love what you do, and you deserve to get paid to start sharing your gifts. But first, people need to trust you. One way to build trust is by giving potential clients an experience of working with you so they can see what is possible if they invest in themselves. You are in service everywhere you go. You're doing what you love and you're filling your business in the most powerful way. When you live a life of service and share your gifts freely and lovingly and sincerely and generously and genuinely, coming from a place of pure love frequency, your people will surely be reaching out to you or saying yes to you when you invite them. When you lead with service, something shifts in your energy. You stop being in sales mode, you start being in giving mode because you know that whatever you offer is coming from a place of love and service. Giving mode is magnetic. People feel it. They feel that you genuinely care, which is the highest truth. They feel that you're not just trying to close a deal, you're doing your best with the best of your capacity to help and support them and genuinely hold safe space for them. And that feeling of being held and supported is what makes your promised people say yes. That feeling of being held and supported is what makes your promised people say yes. Because they know that you genuinely care. You're doing your best. This is your light work. This is what here, you're you're born to do here in this world. And you're doing your best with the highest and best of your capacity to support, to help, to genuinely hold safe space. And I want you to consider all people in your life who influence you the most. I want you to just pause and take a moment to realize who are the ones who um, influence you the most and those you trusted in your journey. Aren't they the ones who showed up, who gave you freely, unapologetically and lovingly and made you feel seen and supported before you ever gave them anything in return, that was the people that I trusted. So I want you to do the same. Give freely. That's how you attract your people. Lead with service, and then the sales will automatically follow. And a beautiful affirmation for this is, the more I give, the more I receive. And we got to really, really understand this. The more I give, the more I receive. Service is my superpower. I lead with loving service. I'm a channel of divine love and I always give value. I'm a channel of divine love and I always give value. Everything I offer returns to me multiplied. And if you still don't believe this, that the more you give, the more you receive, then it's time to really reflect. In what ways are you still not believing this? In what ways are you still skeptical? In what ways are you still not trusting? Because maybe that's also the reason why your promised people are the same. Just process this. Maybe you're skeptical about yourself. Maybe there's, or not necessarily other people, maybe there's parts of you that you don't really believe that you can offer, that is not worthy being compensated. Just pause first and take a moment to reflect. In what ways are you still resisting allowing yourself to be greatly compensated for your great work? And yeah, that's also what we process together in our work together. So advance yourself so you can advance those around you. This teaching, I really, really believe in this. This is something that I believe deeply. Advance yourself so you can advance those around you. The best investment you will ever make is in yourself. Your growth, your healing, your skills, your knowledge, your wisdom, your energy, your presence. When you invest in yourself, you will up level in so many ways and forms. When you invest in yourself, you have more to give. When you keep expanding, your clients get to expand through you. This is the truth. And the key is packaging your gifts in a way that is efficient with your time and resources while being able to reach and serve the clients you most want to work with. So your Instagram, Facebook, YouTube lives, Reels, Zoom webinar, masterclass. The real thing that's working right now since 2020 when it comes to list building online is the video formula. That's really what's working right now. Number one, it's really the videos. I mean, that's how you found me. That's how I found my coaches. That's how I found all my favorite spiritual coaches on YouTube. Right? It's really the videos. Yes, the carousels help. Yes, the quotes, of course, they help. But if you want someone who will teach you, who will hold your hand, you want to know how they speak. You want to know how they look. You want to know their aura, their presence. Right? So it's really important to record your videos. I super duper believe in this. It's very important to share your knowledge through videos. All right. And yeah, before I talk more about selling through Facebook Live or Reel or video, I want to share about advancing yourself. For me, what I do all the time is learn and then teach what I'm learning. I'm always a student and a teacher at the same time. There's never a day that I'm not learning. Even on my rest days, I would always plug myself to a book. And for me, that's resting. Resting means receiving, right? Not really giving or being in service. During my rest days, I receive through plugging myself on my own online course portals with my mentors, or my inspiring mentors online on YouTube, or Spotify songs, or Audible books. And it's very important to advance your knowledge every single day. And when you're in session with your client, they do not just benefit from your knowledge, they benefit from your frequency. That's why I plug myself in masterminds. I'm part of the Fuck Yes Frequency Mastermind, the Soul Aligned Business, Soul Aligned Money, Soul Aligned Manifestation Mastery, Mind Valley Manifesting Summit, part of Reagan Hillier's group as well. So you benefit from that frequency as I grow and up level. I'm part of David Guillam's group as well in Kabbalah. And the level of healing and clarity you have done with yourself literally becomes available to your clients, to your students in your presence. This is why you have joined this community. This is why you have plugged yourself in this highest consciousness. This is why you have enrolled in this program. This is what we call the law of entrainment in the coaching and healing space. The law of entrainment in the coaching and healing space. That's why we want to plug in the highest consciousness, even if it's just listening. You don't have to type in the chat. You can just lie down and listen while you're doing your daily routines, your chores. That's why we want to plug in the highest consciousness of our mentors and healers and coaches and soul sisters who are doing the inner work and who constantly show up for the community. This is why your own transformation is your most important business asset. Every program you complete, every belief you release, limiting belief you release, every upgrade you experience, every layer of healing that you process and you move through, every download you receive during these activation masterclasses, during our live transmissions, during our healing circles. There's more healing circles to come, by the way. We have May 4 with Daz and May 8 and 9 with Aliyah. I'll be we will be posting the link soon. Hope you join us. So we are doing the inner work as a community, and every single time that you receive divine downloads as part of the healing circles or on your own after this, or divine downloads that you receive through your own meditations and you share to the group, all of this is part of your upgrade, and all of this gets transmitted to your own clients as you upgrade. So keep on advancing, keep expanding, keep growing. This is the life of a spiritual life coach. We are being paid to grow. We're being paid to evolve. If you do not grow, how can you take your clients and your soulmate students higher with you? You got to keep investing in your own journey, not just with money, but with time, with energy, with focus, with attention. Not just for you, but for every single person that you're here to serve. So, the next piece of teaching is how to sell through your reel and your video. First, I'm going to be sharing my screen again. You gotta let go. There. Of trying to put on a show, and you gotta be real and authentic. Remember, people buy from people they know, like, and trust. This is the thing about video and lives um that we gotta really realize and understand. People are not watching you because you're perfect. You know, especially when you're starting out, this is something that I want you to realize. Your promise people are watching you because you're real. And nobody told me this when I was starting out. I thought I should be polished, I should be, coming up with a really, really great content, be planning really extensively. But then in the process, in my journey, I realized that your promise people are watching because your energy speaks to them. Your energy speaks to something in them. It's not how polished or brilliant your post is. You gotta create content wherein your energy speaks to something in your promise people. You gotta create content that is personally relatable. Your story mirrors something in your promise people's lives that they're living. And the way you talk about what you do and what you are makes them feel like you understand them. And the most viral coaching content is never the most polished. It is the most honest and vulnerable and personally relatable. It can be an 8-second reel of you dancing, or it can be a 1-minute video of you talking about a pain point. Whatever it is, you do not need to be perfect. When you go live or create video content, you do not need a perfect ring light. You do not need a perfect studio. You need a clear message and your genuine heart. So you got to start by talking about the problem your ideal client is facing right now, not necessarily your offer. Talk about a problem, a pain point, and give real value. Make them feel understood before you make them feel excited to work with you. So you gotta make them feel seen and understood, and then share your perspective, your teaching, your insight. Always strive to give value. How can you give value? Teach something that they can use today and onwards. And then at the end, share what you offer and how they can work with you. Not in a pushy way, but in a loving and inviting way. Like you're telling a friend about something that could change their life. So that is the whole formula in this. Problem, solve that problem by giving value, and give an invitation, a loving invitation. And of course, you gotta create your pillars, your topics that you would like to talk about. You're gonna plan it accordingly. But what's most important is be consistent. The more consistently you show up, especially when you're starting and you have not yet built the momentum, I can never stress this enough. It's very important for you to show up on video. And the more you do it, the more natural it would feel. The first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 lives or video recording may feel still a bit awkward or uneasy, so it's so uncomfortable. But the 50th, for now, I've done this more than, I think, hundreds of times, because I started during the pandemic 2020. Every week I would show up live once, twice, 3 times. So if you compute that, that's hundreds of lives and recordings. And I think thousands. Yeah, in my Instagram, I've created thousands. It will, until now, I'm still expanding, but the more you do it, the 50th will feel like more natural. It's like you're naturally coming home to your zone, to your genius zone. So how do you reach the 50th? You gotta start now. So to reach the 50th, you gotta do the first, the second, the third, the fourth, the fifth, the sixth, the seventh, the eighth, the ninth, the 10th, 11th, 12th, and then you'll reach the 50th, right? Let it be imperfect and messy, because done is infinitely so much better than being perfect. You can always course correct along the way. And you'll figure it out as you go along. Oh, this is the perfect way to introduce myself. Like before, I would always say hello, good evening, good morning. Like I would be doing my hello and good evening, good morning, how are you for like the first 5 minutes of my life. Then I realized, why am I doing this? Why don't I just go straight to the topic? So I shortened it now, but before, if you see my lives before, I would acknowledge the audience. I would say, is it, can you hear me? All of these, like, can you hear me well? All of these, like, fillers, unnecessary words. I used to do that a lot. And yeah, I realized, oh, wow, I can be more concise. And I was able to learn this as I go along. You know, in my first few tries, it wasn't like that. And I'm still learning, I'm still growing. I cannot say that I'm really such a big expert in this already. I'm still growing and learning. And as I've mentioned before, I'm not really good in English. When I was growing up, I'm not good in English. The more I practice, the more I speak English, the more I teach it. Now I am already, I'm also an English communication teacher, right? The more I become a master in it. But when I was starting, oh, I was basic English in Ateneo. In Ateneo de Manila University, they classify us as basic English and advanced English. So, um, I was one of the basic English ones, and we had to take more classes to be better in speaking English because I wasn't that good. You are far better. A lot of you here are naturally better in English communication than me, I believe. So the key is really consistency, consistently showing up. And again, especially on video. That is how I attracted the best collaborators, clients. So I just want to talk about, again, let go of trying to put on a show. Really be real and authentic. When I started really expressing myself, even crying on some of my webinar, because I felt like expressing myself and crying, and I just let it out. Again, remember that people buy from coaches, mentors, teachers that they know, like, and trust. And I think this is, and I feel that this is one of the deepest blocks coaches and healers face. So many of us have been taught, or were taught, to be very polished, to really plan really, really well. You know, in business, gotta have a business plan, gotta have the social media content calendar. We were taught to believe that to be taken seriously, we need to be polished, we need to be professional and put together. We feel like we have to perform expertise instead of just being ourselves. And that's true. Of course, we have to be professional, but allow your audience to also know you. Like, show your struggles. Share. Like, I shared how I was abused before, abused physically, financially, emotionally, verbally. I shared a lot of my um lifelong diseases in my Reiki Master apprenticeship program that I was able to heal by the power of energy healing. And yeah, what I have observed over years of doing this work is the coaches who connect most powerfully with their audience. And I'm still working on this, because I still have that programming that I have to be polished, it would still have to be beautiful, you know. I still have that, of course. So the coaches who connect most powerfully with their audience are the ones who allow themselves to be human, to be vulnerable, the ones who share the struggle alongside the triumph. You don't just share the triumph, You have to share your struggles as well. Like, I don't believe those relationships coach who would tell us that they have the perfect relationship, that they manifested such a perfect relationship. I don't ever believe in that. I always know that in every relationship there will be struggles, right? You cannot just tell everyone, oh, hire me as a coach because I have the perfect relationship. That's not true. The ones who share their struggles alongside the triumph, this is who we are. The ones who say, I went through this too, and this is how I handled that. This is how I managed my visibility fears. The ones who are willing to be a little vulnerable or a lot vulnerable, imperfect and raw in a world filled with filters, right? Filtered perfection and highlight, you know, yeah, filters. Real vulnerability is one of the rarest and most magnetic things that you can offer. I remember Althea sharing something really vulnerable, like your body unfiltered. I was like, whoa, amazing. That's what body love is all about. So your story, the real story, the one with the messy parts and the hard days. Remember Thaz sharing the reel where she was Thaz, you were sharing your before and after with the vices that you used to do or take, and then the before and after, how much you the glow up, how much glamorous and high vibe you are right now compared to who you were before, the before and after. That is the story that makes your promise people believe that their own transformation is possible. So never be afraid to be vulnerable and show your clients who you are, a little piece of your heart and your mind and your old patterns and stories. And it takes courage to tell the world what you are all about and how you're really feeling deep inside. I remember there was a time I was really, really low, and Leanna shared with me a song in The Wicked. I have been changed for good. And I shared a video of me crying in that with that song. And that's how I also attracted Sophia when she signed up during that time when I was sharing those vulnerable moments of my life. And yeah, you just gotta, it takes courage, but you just gotta share your vulnerable moments, how you're really feeling. You feel like crying, cry. And doing it more consistently will help you build stronger confidence and stronger muscle. It's a muscle that you're building in speaking, in showing yourself, dancing and expressing yourself, and sharing your light and heart and soul out into the world. I'm just read the chat. Alcohol addiction and cigarette smoking. Yes, I saw that. It's so powerful how you share that in your before and after. Yeah. If you can share this over and over again, oh my gosh. And look at you now. You're so healthy. You're so fit and glamorous and gorgeous and such a huge glow up, my dear. I was surprised a lot of spiritual practitioners had addiction problems. Not just you, my dear. A lot of you here has had addiction problems. That's actually Dee's story as well. She shared that in one of her YouTube interviews, her addiction problems. And that's how she became a recovery coach. Um, how you can share light to those who are also struggling from addiction. Thank you for sharing. So now, with this process, you will never run out of topics to talk about if you know your content pillars. Pre-planning and batching your time will be far more productive and effective than a series of random posts and videos. I'm here because the universe is reminding you to stop posting random posts and videos. Yes, of course, spontaneity, being spontaneous is good, but you gotta have a strategy. It's not just energetics. I'm all for the balance. I'm all about the balance of divine feminine and divine masculine. We don't want to be in the feminine collapse. We gotta have strategy as well. Yes, you're highly intuitive. Yes, you're flowing, but you gotta have strategy and willpower to follow through with the strategy. So you gotta plan. You gotta work on this planning, and you can do it joyfully. Step one is generate the 5 overarching topics, your content pillars that you will cover across your social media and all your marketing content. For example, your 5 pillars might be self-love and self-worth, wellness, well-being, or holistic health, mindset and manifestation and magnetism, spirituality and energy, and love and soulmates. Create your own pillars relevant to your ideal client in your zone of genius. This should feel good and natural to you. I want you to share with me in the chat, even if it's just top 3. It doesn't have to be um top 5. So it can be top 3. What are your top content pillars? I'm gonna give you some time to share in the chat. Or if you don't want to share in the chat, you can reflect on this. Okay, I'll give you a minute to reflect on this. And you can just write it down in your notes. You can type in the chat. But it's very important to decide on this. And then that this is how you will create your next 30-day content plan. I have sent to you before the document on manifesting your coaching business. I'm gonna send it again. And this is again part of your online course portal. I shared in our WhatsApp group. Wait, hold on. Wait, it's still loading. There, sent in the WhatsApp group. I hope that you read through the document that I've shared and create your pillars, your own pillars, relevant to your ideal client avatar and your genius zone. They should feel good and natural to you. And once you have decided on this, you're gonna break down into subtopics. But again, I'll give you a minute to reflect on this. I'll be silent for a minute. Again, you can share in the chat or in the WhatsApp group or just in your journal. All right? Please reflect on your topics or your content pillars. All right. I've given you enough time. I have received some private messages. So yeah, I'll reply to your WhatsApp messages later. To the others, if you would just want to just process on your own, then feel free to do that as well. Let's proceed. So once you have decided your content pillars, you got to break these down into subtopics. And for example, under the pillar of wellness, you could talk about um, vegan nutrition for kids, 5 top tips to lose weight quickly. You could talk about a delicious breakfast recipe or top 3 vegetables to make green juice taste great, meditation for anxiety and stress, breathwork for centeredness or grounding, all of these things. Under the pillar of mindset, you could talk about how to instantly reprogram your beliefs with your process, fixed mindset versus open mindset, top 5 common self-limiting beliefs about love, health, and money. Um, or where do our beliefs come from? Changing paradigms, 5 empowering beliefs about love, childhood trauma and how to heal it, the mindset of constant growth and evolution. Brainstorm your own subtopics. Do not just copy these, make them relevant to your ideal client, your product, and your service, and your unique perspective. And create your next 30-day content plan. So you can choose a topic to cover for 1 week or for a full month. Through your content, you're telling a story over time. So, what do you love to talk about? What do you enjoy teaching or sharing? What is your favorite subject to speak about in a workshop capacity or in a webinar or a conference capacity? What would you like to express and share with the world? Are you ready and willing to share it with courage and vulnerability? I want you to remember that you can repurpose content also across multiple platforms. So one Facebook Live can become a short reel clip. There are AI platforms that can do that. A caption can be also a recorded video, like you can record yourself speaking a caption that you've written in one of the carousel posts. It can be repurposed. An Instagram story can be a post and vice versa. A message to your WhatsApp group or your community can also be an Instagram story and a post. So one piece of content can be in so many places. I've done this over and over again, like uh speaking reel, and then I converted it into a picture with the same content or the same teaching as a caption. And then I also share it as a WhatsApp group message. Yeah, so know that you can repurpose content across multiple platforms. And the most important thing is to talk about what you love to talk about. All right. So I want you to take time for this. This can be your homework. Okay, please. This can be your homework to create your next 30-day content plan. Someone can share in the group. That would be amazing. You can share this in the group. This is our homework. Leanna says, transitioning from 3D to 5D. I love this. Oh my gosh, this is so good. Self-empowerment, expansion, self-reflection, also intuition, right? Yes, expansion, really, that is your content pillar. I'm receiving a voice message, by the way. I'll be listening to this after the class. I promise. I'm receiving a voice message from one of you. Yeah, so this is your homework. All right. Create your next 30-day content plan. So proud of Leanna and also Aliyah for being so organized and planning your content. And for the others, let's also follow through with the divine downloads that you're receiving and what kind of content are you going to be working on and sharing, kind of divine wisdom. So under each pillar, what are subtopics that you feel excited to teach? What are topics that you're excited to share? What content? The content I feel most alive creating is like, what is content that you're really feels so good sharing. The one topic I keep wanting to talk about is, or the one topic I keep wanting to talk about but have been holding back is. That's a good reflection question. What is a topic that you want to talk about? What is a topic that you want to share and you feel like your ideal clients needs to hear? All right, so please reflect on this. This is a good reflection, self-reflective question. All right. For me, I also love expansion and uh highest self, highest vision, highest identity, and highest consciousness, highest vision. Yes, so please remember this. All right, please remember this. Next, so please do this homework, huh? To those who have not yet done your 30-day content plan. So the secret in launching and growing your wellness business is not to allow setbacks to derail your long-term success. Regardless of physical circumstances, keep on going and do not give up before it is working. Keep on working on yourself and your mindset shifts. Your promised people will find you when you are in alignment. Let go of how it is going to happen and make sure that you show up with passion, with conviction, and excitement. Okay, so this is your homework. This and this. To create your 30-day content plan and to build your know, like, and trust factor consistently with passion, conviction, and excitement. And before anyone will ever invest in working with you, they really have to know you, to like you, and to trust you. This is the game. This is the whole game. I'm saying game because allow it to be fun, allow it to be easy. How can people know you? How can people like you? How can people trust you? And then I encourage you to invite them on a discovery call. This is how I do it. Again, if you do it by DMs or inviting them on a free masterclass that works with you, then do that. For me, I invite them to a discovery call, or sometimes I close in the DMs. I channel and then I offer them what I feel is best for them in the specific stage in their life. So they gotta experience you, see your face, know what you stand for, what you're here to do, for them to know you and like you, to resonate with your energy, your story, your way of doing things, of showing up. And they gotta feel something when they watch you, when they connect with you. And they will trust you when they have received real value from you. And also when they see you as consistent. And when they believe that you can genuinely help and support them. And the beautiful thing is that every time you show up, even if only, for example, there's a free masterclass or a live event, even if only 3 people are there, you are deepening the know, like, and trust factor with those 3 people. One of them might become your most loyal client. One of them might refer you to other people, or one of them might be, carrying your message deeply in their heart for months until they're fully ready to reach out to you. Like, a lot of my clients have known me for years before they even hop on a discovery call. Like, for example, Denise, We've known each other since 2020 in one of my first ever Ho'oponopono webinar. And it was just last year, 2025, when she signed up in our spiritual awakening program when we hopped on a discovery call. So never be afraid to be vulnerable, and always choose to be bold by committing to your inspired action steps and showing up. Speak and share your divine wisdom, and embody the energy of your business that you wish to run, and let your marketing show it. So, discovery calls. I shared this also in one of the previous modules. Your high-end offers, programs, and packages can be sold through a Zoom call, audio or video, or a buy now button on your website or social media page or landing page. We call it landing page. And it would be better to make sure first that your client is a good fit for your program. So you can have an application process, which includes a form or a few questions the prospect must complete before they get onto a call with you. For me, it's just what are your intentions. I shortened it. I made it really quick and easy for you to book with me. What are your intentions? What is something that we have to prepare before hopping on a call? And it's very important that we do not just take anyone on as a client. You are acting out of integrity. So if you know that they're not the right fit, that they will not get the real results with you, then you gotta say, oh, it's not a fit, or you can refer them. I do that. I refer them to another coach or mentor that I know. And why do you do the discovery call? You need to build the rapport and trust on the call so that they can release all tension, all fears, and resistance. And you can easily hand over the investment options to them if you're as flexible as me. And they can also easily hand over the investment to you because there's more trust when you talk in person or live in a Zoom call. And also the client will have the opportunity to ask questions and raise objections that you can address in the call. And also they can express to you if they're resisting in spending the kind of investment in themselves. So I have given you a template for the discovery call flow to ensure a higher rate of success. Please look into that document that I've shared in our WhatsApp group chat. I'll send again. And again, this is also part of your portal, online course portal. I'll share again this one. Okay, sent to the WhatsApp group chat. Please go through the document. It's very easy to read. So I've sent 2 documents for you to reflect on, to read as your homework. The Manifest Your Dream Coaching Business with Confidence PDF and Empowerment Life Coaching Discovery Call Flow. So the first step actually is to invite them to work with you, and then the final step is to get paid. Or you can follow up. You should have a Stripe, a PayPal link, any international payment link, international payment gateway. And if your client is buying through a website, make sure the process is very seamless for them. Make it easier for your client to pay you. Make it easy for your client to pay you. Also, if the client did not purchase, how do you plan on following up? Can you send a personal message or email following a sales call? If they said they need to go away first, to step away first, to think about it, you can give them, like, for me, it's on the call, I give fast action gifts. So you can pause for like 5 minutes and then you can decide on the call in order to receive the fast action gifts, or set a time and date for you to call them back and chat about it. So what we have to remember is the discovery call is not really a sales pitch. It's a conversation. You're not trying to convince anyone of anything. You're simply holding space for someone to get clear on what they want, and you're showing them how you can help them get to where they want to go. So it's 3 steps. Help them determine their problems, where they are right now, their struggles, current old patterns, and what is their highest, grandest vision, and how you can help them get from point A to point Z. And the most important thing on the discovery call is listening. Ask powerful questions while listening. Let them talk. Let them feel heard and seen. Let them arrive at their own insights, come up with their own realizations. And then from that place of clarity and connection, you will make your offer. And when someone says they need to think about it, if they really, really want to set aside time, for example, to consult the husband, you honor that, appreciate that, but also follow up with love. You gotta follow up. When there's also delayed payments in the investment scheme or the payment plans, you gotta follow up. A gentle message, a quick voice note, a simple check-in, not to pressure, but really because you're a businessman, businesswoman, you're an entrepreneur, you gotta show them that you genuinely care about their journey, and also that you're gently following up the abundance exchange. So your energy on the call also matters with your words. You gotta be in a grounded energy, abundant energy, and you're genuinely helpful. You're in a loving place. And again, when you are coming from pure love frequency, the right aligned clients would always say yes. All right? So let's end this with the 7 vital success mindset shifts. Pursue aligned selling. And I want to start with first, beginning with the end in mind. So focus on the highest vision of you, not on your 3D circumstances. Focus your energy with the end in mind. I want you to really understand that your business is a reflection of your inner world. And we gotta not focus on the 3D circumstances. If you're focused on what is working, you call in more of that. If you focus on your highest vision, you begin to move toward it every single day. So every morning before you open your phone or your laptop or your emails, take at least 5 minutes to visualize your business as you want it to be. See your clients, see your income, see yourself teaching, coaching, healing, showing up fully, shining your light fully, and feel how it feels to be living that highest version of your life. And know that we are all being guided on a journey of spiritual ascension and expansion. And as you choose a path of awakening, you're moving from ignorance to awareness and expansion. And you're examining your life with more depth to discover and align with your soul purpose and your highest spiritual vision. This is what you're here to be. As you're awakening, you'd experience more depth to discover, and you learn as you grow. We should not be limited by our 3D circumstances. And the fastest path to your extraordinary growth and soul evolution is to think and act and feel more as your highest self and less as your 3D ego self. And it is about moving beyond the fears, moving beyond the doubts, moving beyond the uncertainties, and really leaning into a way of being that is in alignment with your highest vision, with your highest potential, where anything becomes possible. Always recalibrate back to what is possible, the infinite possibilities. And that is how, when you operate from this energy of your highest vision before you start your day, your actions become aligned, your content becomes more magnetic, and your offers become more compelling. and the right people start showing up. So before you start your day and also before you sleep, state akin to sleep. And yeah, your job is to become the person who is a vibrational match for all that you desire. Next, mindset is 80% of your success. Actions are just 20%. The path of least resistance is more money, less effort. So this is the mindset. And we are trained to believe that more hustle equals more results. Work harder, do more, push further. If we are still there, if you're not enjoying what you're doing, then time to step back and enjoy it. Make it fun. I know you're putting the hours and it's okay, but are you enjoying it? That's the most important thing. Less effort means, okay, I'm putting on more hours, but I'm enjoying it. It's not like sacrifice, too much pain. We don't want that. Again, the quality of your inner world creates the quality of your outer results more than anything else. So if you have two coaches and they have the exact same strategy, same offer, same price point, same social media posting schedule, but one of them believes deeply in her gifts and really feels worthy of charging abundantly and is really in this pure love frequency and genuinely loving to help people and really making it fun and enjoyable. And the other is doing everything from a place of fear, scarcity, and doubt. Who do you think gets more clients? Of course, the one who's coming from a place of deep self-belief and worth and certainty. The one with the better mindset always wins every time. So the most important business work you do every day is internal. Heal the beliefs that say you're not yet ready. Clear the stories that say people will not pay for your services. Release the fear that says, who am I to do this? Because those internal barriers are the only real obstacles between you and the business you're here to build. Okay, it takes a lot of inner work, yes, but that's why we're doing this. Enter the energetic field of possibility. Your next level business already exists. The client who is meant to find you is already looking for you. All the opportunity portals are already opening. Your job is to get into energetic alignment with what you're calling in. So feeling it before you see it, acting as if it's already done. Don't let your old version of yourself decide. It's time to decide based on the new version of yourself who's really fully trusting. Trusting with certainty. Closing the gap between who you are today and who you know yourself to be at your highest and fullest. Like, what would change about how you show up if you already know and understand and claim and you're certain that you have a full list roster community of soulmate ideal clients? How would you speak? What would you post? And what offers would you make? Act from that energy today because your inspired action steps are confirming the reality that you want. So you gotta choose consciously and consistently according to your highest fullest self. And under the law of pure potentiality, awareness changes everything. It is your state of mind that believes in this infinite possibilities. That state of mind creates miracles for you. Next, focus on solutions, not problems. When things feel slow, when you get little or no inquiries, when you post something, no one responds, it's so tempting to be in the problem mode or tempting to spiral. to be stuck in the problem, like what is wrong with me, what am I doing wrong, why is this not working, maybe I'm not cut out for this, maybe not meant for me, or victim mode, or be in that state of being stuck. Please do not stay there. Every time you catch yourself focusing on the problem, ask, what is the solution here? What can I do today? What is one thing I can shift? What is one inspired action step I can take right now? For me, there was a time when I didn't have that much clients, and then I realized, why don't I just reach out to past clients? And I did that, and out of like 10 people that I contacted, 3 signed up again. I'm like, if I didn't reach out to them, they wouldn't really, maybe, I don't know, remember me. Or one of them actually told me that I was on her mind before I even messaged her. So that was a solution for me. Solution for me to move forward was reach out to my past clients. This was in 2024, I remember. So challenges will show up on your business, yes. And these challenges are always showing you where your next level of growth is. The clients who do not show up yet are revealing a belief that needs to shift within you. What is it that you have to refine? What is your great expansion now? Like for me, it was the shift from focusing too much on group courses to now focusing on one-on-one spiritual awakening program where I can hold your hand. I was not offering direct messages as part of my, or email coaching as part of my mentoring before. But now I realize that was the key for me to expand. Next, attitude of gratitude. We already know this. So gratitude, it's a frequency, it's the gateway for more miracles. When you're grateful, you are in receiving mode. You attract more of what you're grateful for. The universe sends you more to be grateful for when you are in gratitude mode. That is the law. So I want you to reflect every morning, every evening. Reflect on 5 things you're grateful for in your business. Even if your business is getting started, even if you only have a few followers, active, like even if you have only 1 or 2 clients, or even if you have not even had your first paid client yet, what are you grateful for? Be grateful for the growth, the clarity you're gaining, the skills you're developing, for the community around you. Be grateful for the mentors who are guiding you, the soul sisters you meet along the way, for this deep, deep, deep desire in your heart for learning all about absolute faith and certainty, for the space to grow and evolve. And yeah, what are you grateful for? Can you share with me in the chat, or if you want to reflect, or if you want to share with me a private message, that's also good. What are you grateful for? Gratitude keeps you anchored in abundance, even when circumstances do not yet reflect abundance. And from that anchored, grounded place, you show up differently, you create differently, you attract differently when you're grateful. Next, the law of giving and receiving. So the more you give freely, generously, and joyfully, the more you open up the channel to receive. That's it. The more you give, the more you receive. The more you receive fully, the more you give. And this applies to your content, your energy, your wisdom, your love, your time, your presence. So give freely and trust the return. When you give, you are already receiving. Giving is an expression of abundance. And the universe will give you more abundance when you give abundance. And when you receive, you're actually giving to the person who wants to give to you. This is a teaching in Kabbalah as well. Like when you're receiving, don't feel ashamed that, oh my God, I'm taking that person's money. No, you're giving them the gift of abundance by receiving from them. This shifted my mindset, my whole business. When I realized that when I receive abundance exchange, and when I encourage people to honor the abundance exchange, I'm blessing them with more abundance. And I was amazing at giving, but I was terrible at receiving before. I know a lot of you here are also like that. But I invite you tonight to practice receiving as much as you practice giving. And we've done this in one of the previous master classes, especially in the recent one with Patty, the healing your money wound alchemy. When someone compliments you, say thank you, let it land fully. When someone is ready to pay you, let them pay you. When abundance shows up in any way or form, open your hands, arms, heart, your soul, and say yes. All right? And so last, and we end with this, the law of assumption and inspired action. You gotta couple the law of assumption with the law of inspired action. Assume it is done. Your soulmate client is already on their way. The money is already flowing. The program that you're creating or you've created is already full with soul aligned clients. The transformation within you and everyone around you, everyone you're serving is already happening. Assume it with all of your mind, body, heart, and soul. Feel it in your nervous system. Ingrain it in every single cell of your body. Let yourselves believe it before the 3D actually shows it. And then take the inspired action steps that your future self, that your highest, fullest self would take today. This is a combination. Assumption without action is just daydreaming, and action without assumption, without that mindset, is just hustling. Together, these two create the most extraordinary results. And again, your assumptions are always being confirmed. The universe is always proving you right. If you assume that it's hard, then the universe will show you evidence of that. And if you assume everything comes to you easily and joyfully, or in the right, perfect divine timing, the universe will show you evidence of that too. So the question is now, what are you currently assuming? And is that assumption serving the life and business you're here to build? Examine your assumptions. For me, I still have that. I still have that negative bias. I have shared this to you a lot of times, and I'm releasing them one layer at a time. I want you to choose new empowering beliefs and assumptions, and then take the inspired action steps that comes from those new empowered assumptions, and watch your reality begin to reorganize itself. The universe supports you in so many ways and forms from all directions, according to what you have decided is true for you. All right. So yeah, do you have any questions? Do you have any violent reactions? Light bulb moments? And before we close tonight, again, I want to remind you, you're not alone in this journey. Come join our private Facebook support group for all life coaching students. This is your community where you can share your wins, ask questions. We also have our WhatsApp support group. You can post your content, your events. We celebrate each other. We keep growing together long after your graduation. You can also post your content for feedback here. So I will be posting more here as you graduate. Um, I'll be sharing the link to our WhatsApp support, WhatsApp group chat. If you're not yet part of this group, please join us. All right. Oh, thank you, my dear. Thank you for sharing, my dear Leanna. I'm grateful for you, soon. All right. Grateful for this community. It's not just a polite answer. I'm really happy to be part of something like this, especially since I'm usually just at home doing online work. Looking forward to creating a community like this as well. You're already doing it. So glad my guides guided me here. Mine too. Really grateful for you. How about the others? Feel free to share. Can take a picture. And if there's no questions, we can end this with the final blessing. No more questions. Insights, key takeaways, if you want to share. Would you like to share? Anyone wants to share? Want to speak up your key takeaway and light bulb moments? You want to speak up? Leanna, Faz, Aaliyah, Patty, Hardev, Dee, Isa, Althea. If you wanna type in the chat
Hello.
or speak up, yay!
I can just share. I find silences too awkward, but there were so much that resonated. I couldn't even count them anymore. Um, but something that spoke to me, especially with the recent events, like I've been fairly consistent with content. Last week, I think I started last week, just kind of developing the calendar and all of that. But like I've been hitting a slump over the past days because it's just overwhelming. Like all of this and just I guess parang the process of having to fix my and I'm usually just at home, so I look taong bahay. So, the thought of having to fix myself, fix the backdrop, fix the environment, I think it was just overwhelming me a lot, and it stopped me for a few days to like create content. But you're right, like done is better than
Ooh.
perfect. Because I'm never gonna get to my goal if I keep kind of nitpicking on the details. And like I've mentioned in our voice message the other day, I don't it just helped to kind of scaffold things for me as well. Do something I'm slightly comfortable with just to put me back into that rhythm. That was kind of build my confidence and habit from there. I think that was really helpful.
Yes, so just do it. Right? No need to be so perfect. And yeah, thank you for that. It reminded me the first time I ever started doing it, I was just like, I wanted to be perfect, but then my guides just pushed me to do it. I set a date and then I did. You don't need a perfect ring light. It's just now that I have a ring light. I purchased my ring light like 4 years into creating content. Honestly, I didn't have a ring light when I started. I was just like, yeah, yes, Leanna says, and keep showing up. Yes. Super grateful for you and your sharings. And I know the others here are also reflecting. I am receiving. I'll reply to your message later, my love. Thank you, Hardev. I Some of you are sending me private messages right now. And also I'm talking to you, Taz and Aliyah later, and Patty. And yeah, so let's continue our conversation, our WhatsApp private message thread. I have a lot to reply to. I know, it's been a challenging time for a lot of us, and um, reading your lessons today, reading our message. Your lessons today hit the mark with my reflections today and the voice message I shared. Yes. Also be replying to all your voice messages to me. Thank you, my loves, for trusting me in your journey. And thank you. I'll see you next week for our um graduation. And yes, Hardev, you're very welcome. I'm reading the the private messages. And one of you said, I'm trying to understand what God is and the universe is telling me. I always think of you and saying my daily intentions and prayers. I love you. Oh, I love you too. So yes, let's continue our conversations on WhatsApp. You have me on WhatsApp and email. Allow me to just bless you. And again, please be there next week. It's our graduation, and I want you to really keep showing up. Just do it. You don't have to be perfect. Like if you see my past videos, like it's dark, don't even have a mic, and yeah. So I know I've shared with you so much affirmations, and you just gotta be feeling it in every single cell of your body. Like, making money is easy and so fun. Selling is so fun. Like you gotta shift shift your mindset into that, and you're so magnetic. You're perfect for your clients. And if your downpour of clients are not yet coming now, I mean, some of you have attracted, I mean, Denise is in Taiwan for her first international retreat this year. Hardev has attracted international clients, and I know a lot of you here have attracted or people, that like a recurring client, like Aliyah, Leanna, Patty. You have clients. You have loyal clients who have signed up again and again, renewed contracts. Be grateful for that. People who have trusted you over and over again. Taz has, attracted your first high quality client. So focus on those wins. It's focus on what's working. Focus on your on all the shifts, on the evolution. And I bless you that your clients, soul line clients, will find you, that money will flow to you easy and effortlessly, coming from all ways and forms and directions. And that you'll really know and understand that the more you give, the more you receive, the wealthier you become, and that you are divinely guided and divinely inspired and divinely supported always. You're very highly intuitive here. I was just talking to Leanne about this, Taz about this. Like you're very, very highly intuitive, deeply grounded and highly intuitive. You're always connected to the spiritual realms. And I want you to know that if you're if you're living in alignment with your soul purpose, if you're living in alignment with your soul purpose, you'll always be provided for. You'll always be divinely guided. All your needs and desires will always be met from the infinite supply of the universe. How can you run out if you're always connected to the infinite supply of the universe? And always be in the energy of I attract and allow miracles to show up into my life. Because you are a miracle. That's why you're here. And yeah, I have so much to share, but I'll reserve it for next meeting. We'll start with affirmations, declarations, and yeah, integration, recalibration, and keep on embodying your highest, fullest self. And the more you embody this, the more effortless it becomes, the more easy it becomes. And trust the journey and keep on investing in yourself, in your growth, in your expansion, and also keep on giving value in whatever way or form. When you share your insights, that's also giving value. And know that the law of the universe is the more value you give, the more value you receive. And abundance is your natural state. So if when we're not abundant, it's because we have layers to peel. That's not our natural state. And always receive fully with gratitude and grace. And know that you are the reason why you're here. You're a living testament that transformation is possible, and you're here to shine your light fully and inspire others and let them really believe that transformation is possible. Breakthroughs are possible. You're living it, not just with your mindset, with your aura. Like your before and after. If you see how beautiful you are now compared to a year ago, 2 years ago, it shows. And know that your story is your most powerful marketing tool. And know that your gifts are needed by the world. You have unique divine soul gifts that the world needs, that you uniquely have to offer. All right, so proud of you. Thank you so much for being here. Please join me in next week's graduation. Thank you, dear Aleli, and everyone. Have a blessed and enjoyable weekend. Yay! Oh wow. And then what else? Um I'm being guided to I'm being guided to do a ritual this week for everyone. I'm gonna do a ritual this week. So send me your intentions. I'm gonna do a special ritual this week for everyone. And I want you to arrive fully next meeting having done one courageous thing this week. You have a week to do it. Post about your coaching, your video, send a message to someone who needs your work that you want to serve, write your offer, finish your landing page. Wink, wink. You know who you are. Record your first video. Do one thing that you have been holding back or procrastinating on because you're waiting until you felt more ready. So do it within the week. And I'm just here simply to help you remember that you're ready. And next week, I want you to prepare a short share for graduation. One shift, one key takeaway, one realization from this program that you want to carry forward, your transformation, just short, just I want to hear from every single one of you. Maybe it's something that you're grateful for or something that you commit to. Yeah, and then remember to create your 30-day content plan. Leanna's already done, so let's all be inspired by that. Finish your landing page, do one courageous act of visibility, and practice the law of assumption with the law of inspired action. All right, see you next week for graduation. Allow me to just bless you and celebrate you for this amazing journey that we have together. So honored to be walking this path with you. May the sun bring you new energy by day. May the moon softly restore you by night. May the rain wash away all your worries. May the breeze blow new strength into your being. And may you walk gently to the earth. Know its beauty all the days of your life. Let us bring our hands together in prayer and recite the 5 Reiki principles, or you may just simply say yes after me. Just for today, I'm at peace. I trust. I'm grateful. I work joyfully. I'm loved. And with a smile on our faces, let us slowly and gently open our eyes. Thank you so much for joining me. If there's anything else you want to share, let's continue on WhatsApp. Love and light. Namaste. Thank you. See you next week. We also have Monday.